Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Jeff at Lockdown Security, www.lockdownsecurity.ca. Now, many of our viewers are probably wondering why we are making so many of these recent videos that are about these random parts. And this video is another one that's about a random part that probably no one is ever really going to buy, but I felt it deserved a video explanation because it's harder to type out what this part does than it is to just tell you on video. So essentially, what are we talking about? We're talking about what you see on screen here, which is the Compustar FT-DM800. And essentially what it is, it's a positive to negative polarity converter or adapter. They call it the Compustar FT-DM800 positive to negative input adapter. And it's actually quite a useful part, one that I actually did not know existed. Now, they have the opposite of this, which is the FT-DM or DL600, which I'll make another video about, but it does the opposite, which is it converts negative to positive, whereas this one converts positive in to negative out, and I'll explain to you why that's important. Now, where does this harness go? You'll notice that in the picture it's got a little green connector, and then it's got the little inverter, and it's got your wires on the input side, and then this is essentially the output side. So input being from the car or the vehicle, output being to the Compustar. You can kind of get an idea here. For those of you who install Compustar systems, you'll know that they all come with, all being everything except I believe the DC3, come with a little pigtail harness that's green on the connector that plugs into the side of the controller. Many installers never bother to understand what that connector does, but for those of you out there that want to expand upon your Compustar system or do some cool things, then you want to know what this green connector does. Okay, what does the green connector do? Let me go to the newest controller, the FT-CMX, which is this guy here on screen. This is the master install guide. I'm just going to show you a wiring diagram. Now, Compustar does something cool. They give you a master wiring table on the bottom of the brain, but also in the master install guide, they'll show you here, and they basically show you what the connector colors are or what the size of the connector is. So if we take a look here, the siren, brown, 2-pin, aux in, green, 4-pin. This is the guy that we're talking about. But if you keep going, shock, it's red, 4-pin. RPS, white, 4-pin. LED, white, 2-pin, so on and so forth. But let's talk about this guy, aux in, green, 4-pin. What do you see? You see that there's 4 wires. There's a gray-white, a red, a black-white, and a black. The gray-white is a negative pre-warning input, but it's a PIC number 6, programmable input control number 6. Then you've got a 12-volt feed right here. 12-volt feed means it's an output essentially tied in with the 12-volt inputs of the power connectors. You've got a warning input, which is PIC number 7, programmable input control number 7. And then you've got a ground, and this ground, this is a black wire. It's tied in with the master ground that goes on the power input side. Well, what most installers don't pay attention to is in brackets here, PIC number 6 and PIC number 7. And the P stands for programmable, the I stands for input, the C stands for control. If you were to go to the option table of the CMX Master Install Guide, you will see that you can control what the PICs do. It'll tell you what the default inputs are, and then it'll tell you what you can optionally program it to. So if you go back, PIC number 6, PIC number 7, here's PIC number 6, it's default pre-warn. PIC number 7, it's default instant trigger. You can change it to trigger start input, glow plug input, pre-warn input, instant trigger input. I believe you can also, I could be wrong, but I believe that you could change it to arm input and disarm input. At least you used to be able to on the CM5, CM6, and CM7 controllers. It doesn't look like you can do that on the CMX. I got to get verification on that. But you're probably wondering, well, what the hell is Jeff talking about with regards to this FT-DM800 product, which is what I'm making the video about? Well, you'll see, look, green connector corresponds to green connector corresponds to PIC inputs, which are negative input. If you had a positive trigger start that you wanted to use, If you didn't have this inverter, you'd have to use a relay pack, which, let's be honest, to all you installers out there, you probably realize that's a big pain in the butt just to convert polarity. So what this FT-DM800 does, it takes that polarity conversion out of the way for you. So essentially you'll see, look, ARM input, it's hard to see, it's kind of blurry, but ARM input has a positive signal. On the output side to the Compustar, it'll convert it to negative in this magical black box. That's essentially what an FT-DM800 will do. Now, for those of you out there who are willing to try new things, you can use this adapter universally. It doesn't have to be with a Compustar. Essentially what it is, it's a polarity inverter. It's a, I don't know if you would call it an IC chip or a transistor, but essentially it's just a polarity inverter. It takes positive in, converts it to negative out. Low current, obviously, you can't be hooking this thing up to anything that's going to draw more than about like half an amp or even less than that. But if you just need to change polarity on your install, for 12 bucks, this basically is available, and it would make your life much, much easier. So there you go, another random video from Lockdown Security. Hope you enjoyed it. We're going to post this on the product. That's why we make these videos, just for those of you asking questions. We make these videos because we need to upload them and add them to our listings on our website, www.lockdownsecurity.ca. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to be making another 2 videos about more random parts right away from Compustar. But if you like this video, hit the like button. If you could, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It goes a long way to make more videos like this in the future. I promise I'll have more exciting videos coming. This is just one of, the many random electronics videos we do for these cool automotive electronics that we sell. Thanks for watching. Hope you had a great day.